No! This is delicious! Quite a display you had there.
Why'd you do that?
Entertainment, my dear sir, entertainment! The show must go on! It's in a hot pushy like vanilla or pretty.
Flamboyant evil. The best way to describe a villain who is so unapologetically evil that it becomes a charm in itself. Uncaring to anyone's plight with a devilish grin is the type of villain I obsess over. Sure, a villain like Leggett from Fallout New Vegas could be considered the same. He'll put as many people on a cross to conquer the West in the name of an empire who enables him. But the difference there being is that he abides by logic. He's rational, predictable, and of course, emotional. You can talk him into retreating using your skills, like Barter for example, can be used to explain how the Legion's conquest has made enemies in the West, who wouldn't support the Legion. That the West is a trap, requiring so many trade routes and supplies, it would drain the Legion dry. He abides by logic, leaving peacefully if convinced so. But then, there are villains who don't care for logic, for morals. The hell with them. They only care for their own whims and vanity, who are willing to do everything to achieve the smallest joy at someone else's expense. Someone who is remorseless, ruthless, yet entertaining above all else. Someone like the villain of today's discussion, Gaylord Steambath. Yes, that is his name. Many may be put off by such a title, but I'm pretty sure we can both agree, or if I can convince you, it's ironic. Much like everything about his character is layered in irony. His appearance, hilarious. Noble clothes, but with like short shorts. He is a walking, superfluous noble with a crown, yet his conduct more like a crude tyrant. If it's not obvious, at least to me, the man's being ironic. A troll. He's making a mockery of what he should be and how he looks, and just wiping his ass with it. As a bit of background, the person we're talking about today is part of a story from the hit series Minecraft The Noob Adventures. Yes, a Minecraft series, but honestly, it's one of the series that's going to stick in my head and has been stuck there for over a decade now. Massively popular when it came out, but has kind of just been forgotten as time has moved on. I don't think anyone really remembers it, hence one of the major reasons this video has been on my mind for so long. It's just such an interesting series to me. It's like a nice little time capsule of everything Minecraft has been from the early 2010s to the early, probably 2017. I think the series finished about around then, before it was taken down and consequently re-uploaded as of the recent decade. But that is a story for another time. Back on track. Once a humble player, for who knows how long, till one fabled day when the server owner needed someone to look over his server while he took a break, Gaylord took advantage and signed up for the job. He was Optus server admin, and as soon as this owner left, he waged war against everyone. Just completely went full Julius Caesar and just completely sieged, razed the entirety of the hub city to the ground. He would teleport people underground, blow them up with TNT, and teleport away laughing. Like, this dude is criminal. With the capital C. For cunt. With infinite supplies, because he could just spawn in anything. I mean, in the story, he plays by the rules of a server admin, really. Doesn't use creative mode, and still causes all the havoc of genocide and all sorts of things that YouTube does not want me to describe. Fun stuff. No one could stand a chance against the madman, with all those surrendering to his majesty being banished to the nether, which they actually do end up visiting at some point in the series, but I don't want to spoil too much about that. I'm trying to convince you to watch the show and see this villain for yourself, because really, this series, I believe deserves more recognition. It is amazing to me how it got so much publicity back in the day, but yet no one really covers it, no one talks about it. it's the epitome of underrated. Nobody knows about it. But yeah, other than his mass enslavement, he did it all with a smile on his face, his obnoxious laughter on the air, the man who could never be talked down with a speech check because he's just too treacherous for that. Even when they try. Even when our heroes of the story, our three little idiots, try, he can't be reasoned with. He is an unreasonable evil. And we basically learn about all this by episode, believe 4. It was by episode 4, at least that's what my notes say, and my notes don't lie. But the best part is, in episode 4, they learn about this from a survivor of this genocide. Great. She warns them not to do it, not to get the hell off the server, run while you can. There is no peace here. And before she could even finish it, as soon as they learn about this...
Please, you must leave. He could start...
No! Whoa!
Oh, my little pony. Oh, look at you now. You've fallen from grace. I am so sorry I had to put you down. However, you shall not be disclosing any more privileged information.
How could you? Who do you think you are?
Oh, haven't you figured it out? My essence is intertwined with these blocks. I am Gaylord Steambath, the Eater of Worlds!
I know what you are. You're a griefer.
Dude just murders her. No trial, no manipulation. He doesn't try to deceive the crew. He does at first, but not for very long. And very swiftly make sure that though clearly they cannot trust him. He didn't like how much she was talking, and thus she was executed for it. Because, of course he would. Like I said, this is just flamboyant evil. It's just an abrasive evil that I just find so endearing. It's cruel, it's malicious. You know you cannot trust this person, yet the fact that they don't try to deceive you, or they are so ostentatious about their approach of villainy, I can't help but love it, man. Maybe that's just something wrong with me, but I really, really just love it. Just, oh my god. It just lives rent-free in my head. His voice actor does an amazing job, by the way. They don't do any professional work as far as the wiki could tell me, but oh my god, if he did, take all my money, dude. You deserve it. But I believe that one of the reasons that he sticks out so well to me, especially, is that for most of the series, he seems... the entire series, for the first 3 episodes, is just casual Minecraft hijinks. They hop on the server. They're all gonna chill out. Hey, I heard there's a big city on the server. Let's all go there. And they're heading that way. Working together. Surviving the first night. Surviving a dungeon. Riding a rail cart. That's what it seems at first. Just for this freak to show up in a desolate city, calling himself God, and no one left. I could not help but wonder why. What brought this man to do so? And by episode 4, you basically have your answer. But I'm hooked. Like, I'm hooked. I want to see him and his downfall. I want to learn more about this man. And learn more about the survivors that we meet along the way. If this girl was one of the survivors, she might not be the only one. It goes from a casual Minecraft animation series that usually would have some kind of music and some kind of cringy animation to go along with it, and instead swaps for a more kind of a different tone of taking down a tyrant kind of tone. Which, I mean, I suppose has been done before, but never with a character this loudly spoken, this abrasively charming. But if you listen to him, as I'm sure I've already played you clips of, it's kind of an acquired taste. I'm sure some people would be so put off by the weirdness of this guy that they can't take him seriously, which I think is the point. He's a nerd, a weirdo. You really shouldn't take him seriously, but I think that just adds to his charm. It makes me almost want to root for the guy. Little psychopath. But yeah, it's all about bringing down Gaylord Steambath, God. The entire series, for the rest of the next 24 episodes from 4, is about bringing this dude down. And it is full of ups and downs and characters in between. And if they got a good voice actor, you know it's the same guy and if they got a solid voice actor, you know damn sure that it's the guy who's also voice acting Gaylord. He does in some fucking work. But once again, I'm also getting off topic. I'm gushing about a series because it's so near and dear to my heart that I highly recommend it. It is aged so incredibly well. And really, it's ahead of its time with the antagonist. He's a perfect troll who's ruthless in his pursuit of victory, even at the expense of his honor. He's ruthless. In one of the episodes, when he duels one of the players in a jousting match, because of course they do, he whips out his bow and just kidney shots this man, blindsides him, knocks him off his ride, and laughs. No honor among thieves, no honor among bandits, no honor among monsters. Guy did not care. Moments like these just add to his character. Witnessing it, you can easily tell how Gaylord effortlessly took over the server with hardly any resistance being left alive. Or the time that Gaylord manipulates survivors to betray and harm our protagonist of the tale. There is a time where they do find survivors who are so traumatized and hurt that they actually will opt to side with the bad guy. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it, but you just gotta trust me. There are character arcs, my man. It's good stuff. It's cinema. His entire being and motivation have always been entertainment. Everything he does, as he says, since episode 4, the one that changes everything, really. His entire goal has been, and always will be, entertainment. He is the spice that spruces up the entire series and leans on it for its story, and it works brilliantly. Gaylord doesn't have some higher purpose or philosophy that he drags the viewer through, or a tragic backstory that he just whips out and that justifies everything and he gets like a redemption arc. People aren't like that in real life, and honestly that might be the most real part about it. Especially towards the last episode, which, if anything I have said have convinced you so far, go watch the series. I've linked it in the description. Or you can just look up Minecraft The Noob Adventures. It's really not that hard to find. And the entire series has been re-uploaded ever since its little skit with Machinima, but that's a story for another tale. For another time. But yeah, he's always been the existential drive of the story, as evident in the last episode, as I will discuss. During the last fight, he gives a speech before the finale fight, preaching about how they, the heroes, are average, common, that without him, they'd be having the boring, casual existence of Minecraft, wasting away in dirt shanties, fetching away over the cobblestone to bake, or even more exciting, harvesting the prize crop of wheat. It really spoke to me that many people would play the game this way. Because if nobody does, if we don't have troublemakers, or trouble at all, no matter how much you hate them, they did change things. They made things happen. When you got griefed, you had a story to tell. If you just built endlessly on a server, you'd have nothing to really talk about it. The only issue would be when the server shuts down. If no one tries to challenge you in PvP, then you're just kind of just wasting away in dirt shanties harvesting wheat. I mean, you can build, but building is only so much a conflict as your vision, as your need to express yourself, and that's just not really a fun conflict you could write a story around that's effective on most people. But I digress. If the series never had Gaylord, ironically, it would just be what I described earlier. a casual Minecraft series full of the usual hijinks, casual moments without a real purpose to work towards, just a whole bunch of funny moments or funny little skits. Gaylord gave them purpose. He gave the heroes something to strive for, and that can't be denied, that can't be taken from them. And it came at the expense of said players. From his perspective, he gave the intrigue that the server needed. And only those from the outside of the story, the audience, like you and I hope, can only appreciate. I say that because after the speech that Gaylord gives, that feels meant more for the audience, the player, Noobly, yes, that's his name. It's very serious, guys, take it seriously. Replies with, "Dude, you're just a dick," because he can't understand it. He doesn't see it from our perspective. He doesn't appreciate what he's done, and only wants to save the server. He only wants to stop Gaylord. For better or for worse, Gaylord can't help Noobly understand what made him a hero. So they fight, and Gaylord will lose. This is actually the rematch since that jousting match I had mentioned earlier. The only difference being is that this was a fair fight. Mano to mano, and of course, in a fair fight, Gaylord actually loses. And that's when, instead of trying to reach him hearts and minds, instead of trying to reach him through his mind, he instead reaches for his heart. Gaylord gives us a glimpse, hold on for a moment, a glimpse of his traumatic backstory.
Spare me, Mr. Newbley. Oh, won't you please show me mercy as the knight would his squire? Yes. Oh, don't you understand? I come from a broken home and I was bullied at school as a child. Oh, the names they'd call me. Oh, wagtail, pox-marked, butt-licker. Oh, it was trying. Now I see all this trouble I've caused you. Oh, it was just me lashing out in anger. Just one big cry for help. Noobly, would you help me? Noobly, would you help me?
This might be the stupidest thing I've ever done.
Ha! You fell for the oldest trick in the book! What an oath! Can't you see? There is no rhyme nor reason why I commit such atrocities! I do it for the shits and giggles! I do it for the lulls! I do it for the comedy!
Noobly! Cat!
No matter if it's true or not, is weaponized to give Gaylord the advantage. If you can't convince them, end them. But due to his arrogance, Gaylord would lose the advantage and lose anyway. Like I said, it's hard not to... You hate the guy, but you kind of want to see him win because he does try hard. It's one against the server, you know, it's a one man. He's got that Sigma male kind of grind set a little bit, a little on that fringe of society. Maybe that's why I really like him. Because there are weirdos out there that really could use some love like that. But until they start putting on some booty shorts and a crown and talk noble, I don't care what you say. I ain't gonna listen to you. I'm giving you the time of day. Despite his war crimes, you can't deny that when the series ends, you miss them. You miss what he did. The entertainment he brought to us will forever remain in my mind, bringing me laughter and joy from the flamboyant acts of tyranny unleashed on the world. All for our entertainment. Gaylord and his voice actor definitely earned their crown. 100%. Falcon and his friends made it a series that is iconic to me. The villain, at least, should have went on to be a part of those Minecraft rap battles. I don't know why don't ask why they exist, but I really think Gaylord should have been one of them. Guys, why is this meme of a character just left to the wayside? Why does nobody even talk about him? So here I am. I'm here to tell you about a character that you should know, that you damn well have heard about, but have neglected. Whether for better or for worse, he's now stuck in our heads. Not just mine, but yours as well. I really hope this video got the point across. Maybe encourage you to give it a look, you know? The series in its entirety is on YouTube, hovering just over the 2.5 hour kind of length among 28 episodes, which on average is probably like not even that long. Hell, I can look at the first episode, it's only like 3 minutes. Because bear in mind, it was animated by one guy. One guy made this. In a world where, you know, Toby Fox's Undertale is like iconic and took us all by the knees. I mean, you want to talk about classic series, this is one of them. And if anything I have said has piqued this interest, give it a watch. I think that it would probably, if not for my sanity, would probably make you happy as well. Because it's just such a great fucking show. But yeah. I hope you all enjoyed listening to me. This is all I wanted to say. I am the Starlatan. And if you enjoyed this kind of content, please let me know. I might make more. Maybe, maybe not. I'm trying out kind of a new thing. I'm getting tired of subtitling funny moment videos, so I'm kind of like hitting my limit of what I'm willing to, kind of like videos I want to make. You know, I'm kind of just trying to make a shift towards this kind of content. And if you guys enjoy that, then that's fine. If not, well, just know even though I'm silent with my upload schedule, I'm still there, always watching. And like that, I'm gonna go ahead and take my leave. Watch the show, revel in his villainy, enjoy the moments of fart, and besides all else, have a wonderful day.